Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello? Okay, one second. I'm just gonna do something real quick before I start. I just need to start real quick. 1 second. Uh... Yeah, it should work. Do, 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 do. Huh? Yeah, sorry, I'm just doing this while I wait for fucking Theo to give me a heads up or whatever the fuck we're doing. Uh do. Okay, we are still waiting on people. Wait, I don't even need to press anything because I'm spectating. Oh, I'm so glad. Because fuck having responsibility on when this game this starts. Also, I'm pretty sure I have my settings set up. Aru, if you are here, can you just have a quick look? Considering that he's not even. Hey, sorry, yeah, no, it's black screen because I'm just doing some stuff. I'm running this. Last to first. Okay, Justin. Hey, Justin, since you're actually in the thing, can you just make sure that the settings are correct? I think they are. I'm looking at it, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're right. They're all good. Hey, Killa. Yeah, you guys can have a look at the restrictions. I'm pretty sure everything's fine. It is Qatar, right? I might be a little... Should be equal performance. Equal performance is on. I don't even know where that was as a setting, so Oh wait, no, it's not. It is not ready. I just remembered. Fuck. Hard. Whoopsie. On reduced simulation. Off for griefing. Off. Whoopsie. Yep, thank you. Thank you for mentioning car damage. I completely forgot about that setting. Aside from that, it should be, yeah, it's simulation and reduced. Formation lab is on. Hard for May. I think that is everything. Everything else look right. I don't know where. Oh, fuck. Yeah, rules flag strict on. Safety car on. Oh wait, it should probably be immersive. Yep, thank you, Killa. Hey, no, on here it says formation left on immersive. It says formation app on immersive on the rules that Aro sent me. I don't know. Aru says to. I'm asking Aru. What do you mean, bro? I need to make sure the things are right, Theo. I'm sorry. I need to know how to do this stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. What the fuck is top one? I don't even know what setting that's in. That's not even English. But that's... What even is that? It's just like... just change the settings. That's not in English, dude. Sim setting. Where the fuck is sim setting? Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, what? Turn what to what? Reduce simulation, that's what it is. Am I stupid? It's done. Top one sim? Bottom one reduced, okay. Okay. God damn it, dude. Okay, well, people weren't even in. Stop fucking screaming at me. Thank you, Killa. Killa might go. Okay, sorry about the delay. Actually, wait, it's not even a delay. It's 5 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. Look, it was either me with good internet or like poo poo shitter internet. So I think you can forgive me for having like 4 minutes of delay. Sorry, I misread the rules. Feel like I did something wrong. I don't remember. A session will start in 1 minute. I think my shit's fucked, dude. I'm losing it. Okay, all right. Well, let's see what's happening. Because it's so gub, dude. I messed all my shit up, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, okay, now my game's doing some weird shit with the fucking artifacting. Okay. Right, well, while I get ready for this, I'm just gonna quickly run through live timing. Why is live timing not working? Ah, shit. Aru, live timing's not working. Oh dear. Let's get no telemetry, fastest sector, track map. That's invalidated for Hattie. How is it looking for Killer? God, why is things so annoying? That's just upset by Luigi Penguin. Unsure of his name on his actual name, unfortunately. He goes first top on the board with 2/10 faster than Rush. And just behind Rush is 3/10 slower, Sean Cox. Haru slotting himself into the 4th position in the Ferrari for some reason today. So far, beating out a little bit of a slide from Luigi there. But Haru has been overtaken by his teammate from yesterday, John, who will be moving up to Tier 1. Yeah, okay, why I don't know why the live timing isn't working. Shit. Hello, connect? Yeah, it's saying live timing disconnected. Ah, fuck. And I keep fucking pressing the wrong button. Lukijanov has put in the fastest lap now, overtaken from the Williams, piloted by Luigi Penguin. Quite expected to have a pole position of Lukijanov. We have a run from Awkward. He's currently in 2nd sector, trailing behind Lukijanov. Currently, the only people out on the track right now is Lukijanov and the 2 Hasses. Which has gone faster than Killer. Killer will have to actually try to not be put in last once again. But right now we have Hattie just starting his flying lap. Let's see if he will be able to complete it this time, or if he will get another track limit invalidated lap. Hopefully we can get the other Aston in. I would love to see Justin run once again. Had a really good run yesterday. Managed to get 3rd, I believe, in the Racing Bull. Yeah. Everyone, point and laugh at Killa. Nate will be starting their run now. That is I wish I could actually see the proper sectors, because it's just going to say purple sector 2 for Hattie, and I'm not too sure I believe that. I also don't think that Hattie is Tier 1. Yeah, well, you're at least ahead of him. Now let's have a look at little Nate. Sliding around these corners. Poor Lily. Well, the least you could do is actually put on a time, man. You don't want to be below. Speaking of putting on a time, where is Theo? Another no quali from Theo. Okay, well that's fun that you had quali bans. But, they ain't not finishing their run. How about Aru? He's on another flying lap now. He will come behind the slower Haas of Hattie. So hopefully this will not cause any impeding of his run now. He's coming up to him now. And, yep, Hattie. Oh, and he's... Oh dear. He has invalidated his lap. Luckily it wasn't on the last turn, so hopefully he will not be sending himself into the wall today. There you go, straight into the pits. Lukajanov is making use of the slightly warmer track now to put up a new time. Sorry, the stream will turn off. It will be a black screen. I know we all want to see Lukajanov running, but I need to check my settings. Yep, I definitely have my things set up correct, so I do not know why it's like that. I'm very sorry to Mr. Galaxy, but you will have to put it in manually once again. Oh dear, what has happened? It does look like Lukajanov did have a faster lap. Rush running through now. Theo has joined. Not too sure who's on a flying lap and who's not. I wish I could check by some ERS deployment or something along the lines of. But unfortunately not today. So you're just going to be hearing me talk about what I can see. And what I can see is Jan trying to solidify his place in front of his former teammate. I say former teammate, but teammate of yesterday. Aru. Theo has left the session once again. Invalidated once again, Killa. I cannot believe this. Hattie is on his outlap now. But you know who else is on the lap? Aru. It is a little bit of a strange ghosting effect, but I think it's meant to simulate dirty, warm, dirty air. And I don't remember this happening yesterday. And yeah, no, my game is being weird because you can see that the Okay, this is very strange. You can see the driver's sponsors through the car. Going now into Sector 3, this is where he invalidated last time. He is going quite well, I'd say. But it's an unfortunate thing that he was unable to do a lap this time. I realize now. Well, at least he didn't invalidate, even if it wasn't a real lap. Oh, geez, what is happening with Hattie? That is unfortunate to see, because that would have been a pretty okay time if he didn't have that massive slide out there. Sorry, I realize now my chat isn't up. Theo is back in. Will he be in time to do a lap? The question is that, okay, what is going on with Hattie? Oh, Jan is back out again. And Nate is now on their flying lap. Will Nate actually have the chance to set a time here? This is a very weird visual bug to have, being able to see the sponsorships of a race suit through the car. I don't know why this is happening. I hope it's not something I set up. Everything should have been fine. Well, at least, no matter what happens here, certain people will not be starting at the back, like Killa. And that is a time set by Nate at 121.7, 3/10 down, 2/10 down on Jan, who is on his outlap. Very well done by Nate. Finally being able to put a time on the board is probably a weight off their shoulders. Speaking of weight off their shoulders, will Sean be able to get himself just a little bit closer? He's behind a slower house right now, but no, he does. He goes faster, but he does not take pole. He is 1/10 down. Not even. 7/700 down. He pulls over to the side of the road to allow Aru to go by, who is now on his flying lap. Rush starting his lap now as well, with behind him, Penguin. A little bit of sliding from Aru here, but he's keeping it clean. Can hear a little bit of that detraction from his tires. I hope everyone's having a lovely Easter Sunday. And I hope everyone is up for some racing. While we do this, I'm gonna have myself a little bit of water. He didn't invalidate in the last corner, and he goes no faster. Well, he goes 6/10 faster, but it's not enough to get any higher. Still, 1.5 tenths down on Jan. Starting in the third row, provisionally, Jan and Aru. Once again, no qualification from Theo, but at least he gets to have a little bit of a drive. What is wrong with you, Theo? I'm so glad I didn't speak too soon, because Aru gets pushed down to that 4th row right at the very end. Any incidents? Just exceeded track limits, speeding pit lanes. Why is my screen flickering? I think my monitor is having a bad time. But our starting grid today is... Well, let's at least try to get this to work while we... Right. Okay. Still says disconnected, still can't get live timing. But we are gone. That was extremely quick. Sorry. I forgot there was no formation lap. Rush is in the lead now, got past Luka Janov. Couple of moves being made early on here while everyone is still bunched up. Trading back and forth places is Sean Cox and Luigi Penguin. Awkward. Awkward's looking to make a move on Killa here. Okay, you can switch cams now. Oh, race director, there we go. That was a very nice move being made on Killa there. I don't think Killa really wants to give any more, but he's side to side with Nate. Ooh, a little bit of rubbing going on here. Ooh. He just loses out in that turn there, but he is right on it. Oh, lost it a little bit off the track there. What has happened to Theo? Theo is 19 seconds down. I was saying the fastest time because he was the first to cross the line. Makes sense to me. Also, at no point, please do not let me host a race again, because that was horrible. I still have the settings set up wrong. Thank you very much for everyone who helped me, specifically you, Killa. My goat. little race here in the back three. Two people who did not complete qualifying, and one who did but did not place well. Tier 2 driver Hattie is losing out to current leader, I believe, of the championship of Tier 2, Justin, who is also chasing fellow Tier 2 driver, Killa. The top two rows are still very evenly matched. There's only about a second and a half between all of them. Saying that, Jan is not too far away either. Jan looked to have wanted to make a move there, but he did not take it. Ooh, that is some very close positioning from Shauna and Luka Janov. Janov definitely does not want to lose out any positions here, as I believe Rush of Racing Bulls is leading the Constructors' Championship with Ferrari, Aston Martin in second. It may be the other way around, I may be wrong, but I believe that is how it is. Just know that these two in first and second are definitely battling it out here for the points. That is the first penalty of the session, I believe, to Hattie. Yes, it is. Awkward is really closing this gap between him and the Ferrari ahead. As we go through the first sector into second sector, it's just getting closer and closer. Do you need another invite, Theo? Theo is having some technical issues. No one is exceedingly close into this start-finish straight, but they are all making moves to the outside now to get a better entry onto turn one. But there was quite a spread as we went through that start-finish straight. But there really is a big divide between Tier 2 and Tier 1 drivers here, as Theo has pointed out. The fastest Tier 1 driver currently is Tier 2 currently is Lidley, and he is 6 seconds behind the slowest of the Tier 1 drivers, Nate. This is a really weird glitch to have, to be able to see their racing suits underneath the thing, but I don't really know how you fix that. Hattie is sticking with the group ahead, even though he slides off track once again. 3-second penalty to Killa. You hate to see it. Cause, ooh. Losing out a little bit of time as well to, Justin behind him. Rush and Lukijanov have switched positions, but is still so close. Going around the outside is Rush. Oh, but he just could not outbreak the inside line of Lukijanov. Rush is very eager to retake his first place position. Unfortunately, I do not know how tire wear is looking, but with Lukijanov having hards, he should be able to go on for at least 3 or 4 laps longer. Than the mediums of Rush. Also on mediums is Sean Cox, Luigi Penguin, Jan, Aru, Awkward, Nate. Well, the back row all have hards. So currently you have the front runner and the back 5 running hards. Ooh, that was a very ambitious move by Rush, and it did not come out correctly. But what was made was a good move from Aru on Yan on that first turn. A little bit of a battle here between Nate and Awkward. Nate be able to move up on the Haas. But I don't think this is all the Haas has to say. Has to say. Aru's got a little bit ahead of him if he wants to try and move into that position to fight for a podium. He loves fighting for his position. Jan is getting pressured from behind. Going down into the start-finish straight. Rush did not actually have DRS going down. Could not make himself any closer. He was luckily safe from Cox as he was behind as well. Luigi's managed to make a bit of a gap from Aru by being within DRS and utilizing that on the straight. Aru is a little bit of a sitting duck here. Although yesterday he did win out against Jan. So the question is, how will they be on the same tire strategy? Coming down to the start-finish straight with Luigi Penguin less than half a second behind Cox. Will he be able to make a move up into 3rd place? DRS will activate here. And it is getting close. And he's moved to the outside. And he has made it. And I think it is sticking here now that we're going into a little bit of an S turn here. Awkward has got a 3-second time penalty. But, ooh, I say that, but it is still really close between Penguin and Cox. A little bit of a lockup, but controlled from Penguin. Lukajanov has managed to put a second between him and Rush from the last time we looked at them. The gap is sort of spreading, but Awkward is still on the tail of Nate. He is really wanting to be able to take that position back and get back into 7th. But it will be difficult to do without the DRS advantage, as Nate is also within a second of Jan, who is so close to Aru that as long as his top speed under downforce is high, he should be able to make a move here, but he is not close enough. Aerodynamically, that Ferrari is still ahead. Although it looks like Aru had lost out a little bit more that lap. Move from Lily and Justin. Justin winning out at the end there, but it's a neck-and-neck battle going between the Aston and the Mercedes. And it looks like Lily is just slightly ahead here. It is neck and neck as we're going through these corners. They're just trading their position back and forth, but it looks like Lily has won out in the end. But the question is, how much power did he use? How much energy did he use? And will he have it back for the start-finish straight, where he will have to defend quite hard? Cox is down to 8th now. Interesting. Justin is now half a second behind as we're going through this start-finish straight. Unfortunately, quite far. So far that I do not think he will have the chance to make a move here. 3-second time-up penalty for Cox. This is salt in the wound after falling down 5 positions. A little three-way fight here that he has joined. Two of which actually have 3-second time penalties, so they are fighting for position here. And we're all going down into the start-finish straight. Nate is into the pits, as is Aru and Jan. As is Cox. So, Awkward is up into 4th due to having, I believe... Oh, he is also on mediums. The only person who will not be moving up a place here is Theo. He will not get to the start-finish straight. He is still lapped. Poor Theo. Oh, it's still a fight going on between Justin and Lily here. Justin has made his move, and it is once again neck and neck going through these turns. They have sector 1 and 2. This time it's Justin ahead. So it seems like my thought earlier, where Lily had to burn a bit more extra energy to keep him behind, was fact. There's another 3-second time penalties. Killa, come on, man. I'll get you a coloring book for your birthday, and then you can figure out how to keep it within the lines. Oh, that's a couple more into the pits, including Luigi and Awkward. Rush is also into the pits, and he is now out of the pits. Coming out right behind his teammate, who, if he knows better, will allow him to go ahead. Although I do not see that happening. Oh, there we go. There you go. That's him ahead. Good teamwork from the Racing Bulls. Nate also has a 3-second time penalty now. But at the front, we have the two Astons. Very different positions, but Lily is still right on his tail. There's a big gap between first and second as it stands. Lily is too far away to make a move here once again. Or is he? Ooh, barely. Let's kill it into the pits. No wonder he let his teammate past. He was going into the pits this round anyway. Did not want to cook his teammates' tires. They are still in it for the World Constructors' Championship, I believe. Rush is chasing down the Mercedes and Aston, piloted by Tier 2 drivers Lily and Justin. With penalty in place, the current standings are Lucajano in first, Justin second, Lily third, Rush fourth, Aru fifth, Luigi sixth, Cox, Jan seventh, Cox eighth, Nate, Awkward, and then Samurai, I believe, and Hattie and Theo at the back. All of this matters. We still haven't had everyone pit yet. We are on different tire strategies. 2 hards, 2 softs, or 2 hards at the front for the Astons, so they will not be pitting for just a little bit longer, I do not believe. Lily has kept it well to be still chasing his... Ooh, but Rush is here to edge him out of the... after that corner, and has made it stuck, so now Lily is going to be losing out time to his current rival of the Aston, piloted by Justin. That's another penalty for Hattie. Awkward has left the session. DNF. Seems like he may have retired in the pits. Minimaster is not here because he overslept. This is a shame. Just putting the moves on the other Aston. He does not want to be fighting for this with this one for too long. And he won't be. Before we even get to the next DRS zone. He's making his moves. He's got those fresher tires. Probably a lighter fuel load at this point too, as he was running pretty hot. 3-second penalty for Aru. What a useless guy. All he had to do to get fifth was, to get position was just stay in and not get any penalties. Not only has he not stayed within 3 seconds, he got a penalty. That is Rush ahead of Justin now. But it's still 26 and a half seconds between him and first place of Lukajanov. Pits should take up about 24 seconds. So, it seems like Lukajanov running longer will be ahead. And Lukajanov will be overtaking Theo once again shortly. This is an insane run on the hards right now. So much so that I'm wondering where is up to. He seems to not be caring whatsoever. And he is not really losing time to the fresher tires behind him of Rush. Right now we have a fight between Penguin and Lily. Lily has yet to pit. Penguin has pit. I believe 4 laps ago. He does not want to have to spend time behind someone who will not actually lose out to fighting. And he will not. He has made his move past him. Really well made. Very clean. 3-second time penalty to Lidley. You hate to see it. The only racers without penalties is Theo, who is AI, Rush, Justin, and Jan. And Lukajanov, sorry. I felt like it didn't need saying that our front runner does not have any penalties. But he is now pitted onto mediums. But as I expected, he came out ahead of Rush. So now Lukajanov has the faster tires, newer tires to fight on. I believe that this may be a set match for Rush and Lukajanov. But it is not for those behind. Not yet, at least. Penguin is closing the gap faster and faster each turn on Justin. As we go through here now, he will be able to make his move on the start-finish straight. It is so close. And he gets a free clean air ahead with DRS as Justin goes into the pits. That is unfortunate for Aru, as that just means his competitor has gone further and further ahead for free. And he is chasing down the Alpine of Jan, smiley face. Ooh. Lily and Justin have came out of the pits at the same time, near enough. This is very close between these two. Jan seems to be enjoying his little race against, at his own pace. How is it looking otherwise? Samurai is actually back in the fight. Samurai, also known... Jan with a 3-second warning! Oh no! Samurai, I also mean is Killa, is back in almost close enough to actually fight for position against Lily and Justin, although I say that and he is dropped down by a second. Speaking of dropping down, Nate makes the move on Jan, and it's a very competently made with DRS pass. What has happened to Killa? He's dropping down about half a second a lap on Italy. Same with Lily on Justin. Justin is now only 3/10 behind Hattie, who is 15 seconds behind the next up. I do not wish to question the abilities of the racers, as I am not racing, but I do not believe that even if Justin were to get past, that he would be able to fight against Jan this day. That's good to know, Gundalf. Hope you're having a lovely Easter Sunday. Very close between Lily and Justin now, as Justin is looking to make a move here before he even gets to the DRS detection zone on Hattie, but it will not look to come here. It will not, and Hattie goes off of the track. It is now, ooh, very close between the two. Once again, neck and neck as we're going down into the first corner. But Justin's just ahead, just in time. I might say this might not be the best showing of this season, but for me, this is honestly one of the best fights of the season already. I say already, it's the 12th round, it's quite late into the season, but for me, I've only watched like 4 games, so, 4 races, so yeah, you know what, I mean, I'm just gonna say, through here, very good. Again, having to correct coming out on that final corner. It's very unfortunate to see as he is falling further behind Nate. But now it is all about racing for position. Rush is only 2 seconds behind, but that is a far cry from what he was before. And as soon as I switch away, there was another attempt at a move from Lidley on Justin. I say that they might not be able to fight Jan, but Justin's managed to make up 3 seconds in the last 2 laps. There's another 3-second penalty to Hattie. Jan seems to be getting slower each lap, while Lidley and Justin are getting faster. We'll have a little bit of onboard action. Coolest car I've seen, probably a custom built GTR R33. It's one of my favorite cars. Ooh, Jan goes, not Jan. Justin goes off the track as we're going into the final corner. Very unfortunate for himself, as he is already He is currently clean when it comes to track limit warnings, and Lily makes the move on him there. And he is just 10-second penalty for Killer. Come on, man. Speeding in penalty in the pit lane, can't be doing that. But he has overtaken Hattie in the pit lane. I do not know what has happened to Hattie. He seems to have been getting something repaired. For how long he had to stay in. 10-second time penalty, Killer. What's going on, dude? You're at risk of getting disqualified. Lily has 10 seconds to make up, has 5 laps to make up 10 seconds. He has to get real on that gas if he wants to try and get 7th. And even with that, he still has to defend against Justin, who is closing in on him as we get back onto the start-finish straight again. Seems like we might be yo-yoing back and forth between these two. Ooh, I don't think that was the right... I don't think that was the right move, and I think I was correct. As Justin had to spend a little bit of extra energy going to the center just to cancel himself out at the end. He lost out on a little bit of his DRS time. But Rush is making time. With the harder tires, he has to hope that those mediums of Luka Janov, who has been running in near clean air, who is actually coming up on Hattie now. So the clean air will not actually exist for him for a little bit, but not close enough for Hattie to get blue flags. He is still running the race as he needs to. But as we go down back to Justin, as they go back onto the start-finish straight, he's even closer than last time. Up into 8th now. Let's hope he doesn't get in clipping, but he's just not that much faster. He has to stay behind Lily once again. But as we get that, Rush is, I'm sure, praying that Hattie holds up Luka Janov just a little bit. But I think the worst thing that could happen here is that Luka Janov actually gets DRS on Hattie here. We'll know in a second if he did. He did not. But it looks like Hattie is moved over now for the blue flags. Very aggressive cornering from Luka Janov, looking really nice through the first sector. Man, I'm so glad we got Helicam on this. Hell yeah. Not too much to talk about at this moment, other than when it comes to position changes, it has happened once again between Justin and Lily. Although, they're still making up time on Jan. But the problem is that even if Lily makes it past Justin, he would need to make 3 seconds up on him. For sure, Gundolf. Jeez. Well, that's all I'm really streaming for, aside from some interviews if anyone wants them. That is another win for Lukajanov. In second is Rush. And in third, I believe, is the Williams. It is of Luigi Penguin. Yeah, no, I was wondering what happened with Jan. He just lost all speed. He ended up behind Lidley. It was like he just slammed on the brakes too early. Alright, come on, let me have a look at the race director, please, please. Hello? Oh, it just fucking went straight through. That's what I was thinking, but I couldn't see any punchers from the third person camera. And I could not get the race director. I'm very sorry. So hopefully someone else got it. Yeah, things were not working out for me today. I couldn't get Racing League tools to work. I couldn't get my overlay to work. I couldn't get anything to work, really. Okay, so now that the race is over, does anyone want to do a little interview? Maybe something from the Tier 2 drivers who are racing above their level? But yeah, things for me today were not working at all. Let me unmute Discord in case someone wants to talk. We might be able to get 4th place position. Sorry, 5th place position. Sean Coxon here for an interview.
Hello.
Hello, is this Sean Cox? Yes, it is. So, I was going to... Sorry?
That would be me.
Yep. I was going to say, it looks like I got my answer. I was going through as I was looking down at around 6th place as I saw Nate and Jen were fighting. And then all of a sudden, I see you drop below those two as I saw what was meant to be your pit lap from my assumptions. And it does look like you got a puncture. How did that make you feel as you were running pretty well up
So,
in third there for a while?
I went for a move on Luigi, turn one, and my tires just gave out on the exit, so I had a bit of a spin, fell back, and I was like, right, okay, I'll box this lap. And as I was coming into the pit lane, my front left went pop, so I definitely chose the right lap to box.
Definitely. Do you feel like there was anything you could have done to run a better race there today?
Not spin.
Definitely not spinning. That would
Not
be
spin.
good, but
That's a definite, very solid point. Other than that, probably not. I think fifth was the best I could do after that spin. So
after that spin, definitely. Do you feel like if sorry, since I don't have racing lead tools because they did not do anything today. It just is disconnected, so I couldn't check. But I believe you got a couple of warnings, did you not?
yeah, fair few. I was kind of expecting a few warnings because I hadn't done any practice and I haven't done a league race in a fairly long time. So
That's fair. Do you feel like if you had a little bit of practice on this track beforehand, you would have been able to go a clean race?
I think so. Yeah, there was a couple of warnings that were questionable from the game, but and again, you can't really help that, can you? It's
No,
EA.
no.
EA don't understand things properly.
No, not at all. Who did you have fun racing against today?
Uh, I was hoping I could get side by side with Rush a little bit, but those two at the front were just that little bit too quick.
Oh, definitely.
The small battles I had with Luigi were good fun though.
They were very fun to tune into. Speaking of Rush, what is your opinion on the current top two teams in Tier 1 right now?
I think they've got both. They've got two good lineups. I mean, VCarb could have a stronger lineup. Like Rush, they've already got pretty set in stone. He's quick. No offense to Killer, but he could be quicker.
Yeah, you
Could be
think?
quicker. I think he could help out more regarding like trying to get as many points as possible. But then again, he can only do as much as he can manage. So
Well, he is a Tier 2 driver racing in Tier 1, as said by himself.
yeah, which obviously that's a big challenge. So the fact he's even managing what he's managing to do at the moment is, fair play.
Speaking of Tier 2 drivers, we had a couple of them in today. What were your thoughts on Lily and Justin?
They had good pace. I think they can. Obviously, I don't know what assists they run or how they manage their setups or anything, but there's probably improvements they can make there if they wanted to get quicker. But you know, you can only be as quick as you can go. If you can't find any more time, then you're at a point where you either find something new or you just stick with that and enjoy your race that way.
Definitely. Trying to think of other questions because I definitely had more things as I was going through the race today, but I just can't think of anything else. So I think I will leave that there unless anyone else wants to join. Uh Yep, okay. I think that is everything for today. So I hope everyone has a lovely Easter Sunday. And I will see you all next week, maybe. I don't actually know if I right. Anyway, see you guys.